G'day guys, Shaka back from Azraels Armoury here with another stage 3. We had 2 more builds go out this morning that we didn't get on camera, 2 ICS builds, but this one here is a stage 3 DSG. So this is one of 3 stage 3s for this customer. So we're currently working on the other 2, but you can see this is a beautiful E&C. Very nice quality all the way through. Nice short barrel for his DSG, running Aztech everything. It's a 36k warhead on 18 to 1s, so 18 to 1 DSG. It's running an M150 spring, a tappetless Aztech Apache, optical Leviathan V2. It's got an Aztech anti-rotation bushings, a Aztech Scythe CNC split gearbox. It's running our Aztech piston with the CNC rack as well, short stroked 8 teeth to allow just to lighten up that piston, especially on an M150. On an M160 we generally don't do that because the timing, it doesn't really need it because the teeth will never meet those teeth, but being an M150 and just allowing for spring sag over time sort of thing, you want that piston resetting as soon as possible. It is on a stick battery, so it's on our Aztech on our EU batteries. So it's a 1200 milliamp hour stick style battery which goes in your buffer tube. It will be getting a hop up, so we'll be getting one of those slimline hop ups in there, and we're going to give it a test shoot today for you guys. Whack it through the chrono, and these mags haven't been upgraded, so this mag it's not running an upgraded mag motor, so the mag does struggle to sort of keep up at that 50 RPS. However, when the mag's full and the gels are being pushed down into that feed wheel is generally when you get the best feeding on full auto with a standard mag. Once we release our A mags, that will all change. But for now, this is what we've got. So let's put it through the chrono, give it a shoot. So a bit of binary through the chrono. You can see there, it's around that 300 FPS mark. Now we'll give it a shot through. So you can see there, it's sort of, some of the gels are clipping the edge of this, but of the flash hider, but it's around that 50 RPS, 300 FPS. So yeah, shooting really well. We'll finish them off into that pan. And she's out. So if this is something you'd like, high rate of fire DSG, obviously this is primarily used for binary and semi trigger response. So see that it's very responsive. My ears are actually ringing. Cameras don't do these things justice at all. So if this is something you guys would like, something crazy.
What did we measure the volume at? Decibels is 120.
It's like 122 or something, wasn't it? So very loud, especially with these sorts of flash hiders on them, and the sound just bursts out the side and goes straight into your ears. Very loud. However, this one here will go to a happy home. Obviously, we will be giving him a full rundown on how to use your DSG. It's not something that you would just go around and full auto all the time, just purely down to this is a performance blaster. So I would recommend primarily running it in semi and binary every now and again, giving those non-hit callers a bit of burnt. However, I wouldn't primarily use it like that all the time. Keeping it to semi and binary means that this will be a long-lasting, reliable build. Running it all the time in full auto, it is going to run into sort of more maintenance that goes into these things. So it all comes down to how you use it, mechanical sympathy, and just being one with your blaster. So if you can, develop that bond between you and your gut, it definitely goes a long way. Me personally, I like to rest my new blasters in my bed. I call it bonding. It does increase reliability. The missus hates it, but I love it, and it definitely goes a long way. So if this is something that you guys would actually like, something you guys have been sort of looking at, don't hesitate to reach out to us, because we can build you something like this, and we will provide like a little how-to sheet and things like that, gels, mags, you know, how to use it, etc, etc, and when to service it. So something like this would be serviced sort of every sort of 60k shots. It just depends on how quick it got to that 60k shots as to when it will need a service. So semi, it'll take you, you know, a year to use 60k shots. Full auto, it could take you a few minutes, you know, if you're just holding down the trigger in full auto. So yeah guys, have a lovely weekend. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers guys.